This is what's up. This is Yuki. Today I'm gonna solve LeetCode again. How are you doing today? I'm fine. So, so today's question, the size. Today's question is 56 merge intervals. Wow, very exciting. Make it title. I'm gonna read the question. So, given an array of intervals where intervals I is a tuple, the list of start I and end I, merge all overlapping intervals and then return an array of the non-overlapping intervals that cover all the intervals in the input. Okay. It sounds kind of nice because there's no kind of very abstract idea. It's very clear, like you just have interval, and then just make it nice. It's nice, but let me check the example. So I'm gonna copy and paste the question as well. Copy and paste here, and I'm gonna look at example. The first example is this, and copy and paste. Oh no. Copy and paste here, and then is it too small? So here we have a list of intervals, okay, and then outputting. So the input is 4 intervals, but somehow output is 3 intervals. Why? The explanation says since the intervals 1, 3, 2, 6 overlaps, merge them into 1 to 6. Okay. So maybe this already clear, but I just make sure what's happening. So nice. I wanna have nice visual effect, visual data visualization to fully convince myself. So first interval, second interval, third interval, and fourth interval. We have 4 intervals, and then first interval is 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then second, I'm looking at here, and then the second interval is 2 to 6. Okay, so 2 to 6. Okay, and then the third interval is 8 to 10. 8. Oh no. 8 to 10. Okay, and then the fourth interval is 15 to 18. Oh, I need a more number. 15 to 18. Okay. And then yeah, this visualization is very clear. It's obvious to know that 1 and 2 are overlapping, so we have to merge it. So the output is going to be something like and then what no no okay. So the output is going to be the 4 intervals are going to be 3 intervals, and it's obvious there is no overlapping because we have space. One thing I notice is sometimes in the LeetCode questions, when you're given intervals, it tends to typically, it's not typical. Sometimes the starting interval is inclusive and the ending interval is exclusive, and then sometimes we are going to make a mistake, even though it looks like overlap, but the first interval is inclusive and then exclusive, but the start of the second interval inclusive, something like that. But in this question, we don't have that constraint. Just, in the starting of the interval and the ending interval both are inclusive. So it's kind of nice property because it's very obvious to know. We have another example, so I'm gonna check this example too. No. So I'm not gonna do data visualization again because it's just kind of time consuming. So so the interval 1 to 4, 4 to 5, and it's obvious 4 and 4 is overlapping. So we have to return 1 to 5, one interval. One thing I can notice, what I can find is even though you have one interval, the output is a list of lists. And then the same type of the output list of lists. So this is just one thing to know. Okay, do we have what kind of constraints? Constraints. Maybe I can ask, what I can ask is whether we have negative values inside intervals. And then that's kind of my first question. Maybe I can say my questions. And then my question is whether negative values. And then I think the second question is so those input looks like sorted, but are they sorted? Are they sorted? I think I can ask. What's the other question? I don't know what kind of question I can ask. That's it. So the constraint we have is this. I'm going to copy and paste this to paste here. The interval length is 1 to the 4th. Somehow the copy and paste didn't work. So it's very long. And we always have 2 things. There's nothing missing value thing. And then this is also working, but I'm not going to correct it anyway. So it doesn't say negative thing, to be honest. So it doesn't say negative or not. We don't know. I don't know. Also, we ignore. Are they sorted? I don't know. I don't know. So it's not going to be clear. So we just don't know. Okay, so let's move on to this. So that's all the information I have from this question. We can also check the given code. So that's going to constrain our answer format. So given code is something like something like this. So there's no extra class. We only have one class to implement solution and implement one method merge. We have only one argument intervals. That's list of integers, and then we return list of integers. Okay, that's all. I think that's all. Is that all? I think it's all. Okay, so let's move on to how to implement this algorithm. So I'll go read them. Okay, so I think what I wanted to do first is the input could be not sorted, but if we sort the data, it's nice to know which is the kind of where is overlapping. It's not overlapping, and also after sorting, we can. So for example, we are gonna iteratively, sequentially looking at first thing, whether this is overlapping the second thing, whether the second thing is overlapping the third thing. And if all the intervals inside intervals are sorted, it's easy to identify whether that's overlapping. So we can identify overlapping by looking at the previous ending and current start. And then if the current start is earlier than previous ending, it's obviously they're overlapping. So if data are sorted, it's guaranteed that I can do that algorithm comparing the ending and starting. So first I want to sort intervals in an ascending order. That's what I want to do. And then what can we do? We have to output the list of list. So we can initialize answer list. We can do that, and then we can appending the answer to there. And then I think we can start doing the iteration. Start iteration. We can start iteration. And then during the iteration, what we have to do is compare. It's not compare. Compare is too vague. So if previous ending interval n is greater than current interval start, I mean this kind of case. In that case, it's overlap, and then if overlap, we need to merge them. And then after merging, we can what is not working? Append the merged interval to the answer list. Basically, that's it. And then, so that's the case when we could have overlapping, and we also have to know we have to do something for non-overlapping cases. So if previous interval end is smaller than current interval start, this is non-overlap. So we can append current interval to the answer list because it's fine. We don't have to. Okay. And then we just do that until iteration stops when no more interval in intervals. And then we can return answer list. So that's the kind of big picture that we can follow. And I think now what we have to make sure is the detail of this algorithm, whether that's going to work. So what I can notice now is how we are getting this previous interval. So that's the kind of question. So how to get the previous interval. So for the first interval, we don't have previous interval. So in that case, we can just first interval case, we don't have to consider overlap and just append to answer list. So the previous interval should be inside answer list. So when we compare, so the question is from where we getting the previous interval. So previous interval is always inside in answer list. So the another question is from where we get the previous interval. So the previous interval is in answer list. So we take previous interval from answer list and do algorithm, and then put back in to the answer list. So that's the kind of important thing when we do the iteration. What about now? Is it fine? How about now? I think is it working now? Okay, can I go to the implementation? Can I go? I think I can go. I think I should go. I guess so. I don't know. Do you have any question? Okay, let's do the implementation now. Implementation. Make a subtitle. So we are given this code. We have to implement this code. So I'm going to copy and paste here. And then we have to import list from typing, import list to make this work. So first what I want to do is ascending order sort the argument intervals. So I'm gonna do this because this is Python. So Python list has a method of sort, and then this can have a key to how to sort the Python list. So I'm gonna want to. Oh yeah, that's not obvious. So how to sort? So if we sort by the first element of each interval, the interval going to be nicely ordered. Oh no, nicely ordered. So the sorting criteria is sort by first element of interval, which is start of interval. Okay, so how can we do that in the Python? So we can use key, and then we have to identify the first element. So we can use lambda function, and now x is just the interval. There's the two length to list, and I want to use the first element, so that means 0. So now and then also the Python sort method is an in-place sorting, so we don't have to return this to some other object. The list is going to be just sorted in the in-place. And then we initialize answer list. So that's just the list. So answer, just empty list. Maybe I can comment here, initialize answer list. Okay, and then sort intervals by ascending order. Okay, we are ready for iterations. Oh no, yeah, this is also not clear. So what's the implementation? What's the how to iterate? So iterate. So no, it's not how to. It's not how to iterate. What's iteration methods maybe? So we are going to iterate until we don't have any more intervals in the intervals list. So which means just for loop. I think for loop in each interval in intervals. I think so. I think that's going to work. Let's do this. So I'm going to get the interval from in intervals. Okay. And then what we have to do is we are going to do the most important part of this question is this. So I want to know whether this, so our logic, our algorithm has for the first interval, so I need to know whether that's the first interval. So I can use enumerate. So enumerate can give us the element inside iterator and also the index as well. So I think index is first, right? Index and then actual value, I guess. I think so. So if the index is 0, we can know that's the first element, so we can use this index in the if statement. So if index is 0, we just append it to answer this. We don't have to do anything. Answer dot append index. Okay, safe. This is safe to do that. And then okay, I checked this. I did this. Maybe I can just erase it. It's obvious. Is there any kind of nice format? No, not the underline. Normal text options. No, I think there was some kind of style. What was that? Like a line over the text. I think there was. No. Oh, really? I think there was. Okay. I'm not gonna do that now. So I did that. I did this. Take a break. Okay, I did this. Okay, let's do the easier way, easier thing. So if okay, if I have to get the previous interval somehow. Okay. So if index is greater than 0 and I can make a do if if index is bigger than 0, else if we have to check where should go. Maybe this is easier. Maybe I'm going to do this first. If previous interval, so if previous interval, so I have to get the previous interval. Answer, so previous should be inside the last element of the list because it's previous, so I'm gonna say -1 to get the last one, and then this one, the ending, right? Previous interval end, so that means 1 because of 0 and 1, and if this is smaller than current interval start, we are safe to append that current interval to the answer list. Okay, so let's append it. Answer dot append current interval. Yay. Okay, so I did that. I don't want to look at that anymore. No. That's too dark. That's too light. I don't look at that anymore. Okay. Sure. So yeah, I think the last thing is when we have overlapping. So when we have overlapping, so this is the overlapping. Else if answer previous one ending is bigger than current interval 0. So in that case, it's overlapping. So we have to merge them. How can we do that? So start merged. So starts should be, because we already sorted by start of the interval, so we are sure that previous and current interval, this starting is the previous one is should be smaller. So we are safe to say start merge should be previous start. But we have to update the ending gonna be longer. So I'm gonna say, but we could have, because we sorting by the starting of the interval ascending, so we could have the previous one is longer than the current one. So in that case, we have to take the maximum to know which is longer. So I'm gonna say end merged is answer. We have to take a maximum. So max previous one ending or current one ending. Okay, and then we have to put back into us answer list. We didn't take out actually, so it doesn't make sense to put back in. Otherwise, we are going to have additional intervals. So we cannot put back in. Okay. So what we have to do is because we didn't pop out the thing, so we just update the thing. So no. So answer minus one. And actually, we notice is the start of the interval. We actually didn't update it, so we don't need this, to be honest. So I can remove now. And then this, so the ending one is going to be end merged. So basically we updated this. And then we have to be careful that we cannot append this current interval, even though otherwise we append it all the time, because we merged them and then we updated the previous one, which is inside answer this. So we cannot append current one, so we just skip it. So and then this iteration going to be ended when no more interval inside this intervals iterator. So after this, the same, I think it's the same level, return answer. That's it, I think. I think so. We did everything. We sorted this, and then we made a for loop too, and then put back in. Actually, we didn't do that, but we did merge. We did merge. So this is we didn't do. I think that's it. Stop iteration. We return it. Yes, we did that. Append yes, everything. I did that. I did everything. Is that it? I initialize, yes. That's it, I think so. Let's check the complexity. So the time complexity is, so let n the length of intervals. So we doing this sort. So I just know by the fact that the Python sort method of list is using team sort. I just know the name, and then I just know the team sort time complexity is n log n. So we are consuming n log n here. So O of n log n, I'm gonna make small letter, log n for sort intervals. And then we have n for loop iteration. We don't have the second for loop inside, so we don't have like a n squared type of time complexity. So O of n for iteration. So that means n log n plus n equal O of n log n. So that's the time complexity. And then I think so. And then space complexity is going to be, so this is no, I think we should not include this because this is the argument. But we should care about this answer list. Yeah, but I think the answer is also usually you're not gonna consider as the space complexity. But this is going to be bigger. I think I'm gonna include it. So I'm gonna just say O of n for the list list to contain the merged non-overlapping mapping intervals. So that's it. I think so. So now is the very concerning time of copy and paste to the actual editor. Copy and paste. Please work. Come on, please. Looks okay though. Oh no, it didn't work. In object is not, so it's, I'm kind of cheating right now because I'm looking at this runtime error. So it says int object is not subscriptable. What? What do you mean, man? I don't usually see this kind of type error. What's that? What's that, man? This thing. So the first index is 0. So index 0 goes there. And answer has one interval. Index, no. Come on. It says index, no. This is no index, this is interval. No. Oh, damn it. That's why I don't like the Google Doc, because there's no, I think this is my fault. So I think now, please work now. Oh no. Input 1, 4, 4 to 5, and output is 1 to 4, but expected 1 to 5. So somehow we did update it. Why? Let's think. Whoa. So first we are going to put the first interval inside there. So I think this is what we're seeing here. And go through. And second iteration, index is 1. And the interval is 4, 5. And the index is 1. So this is true. Go inside. And we're going to take a look at the answers. Previous one, ending. Oh no, the ending is 4. Oh, right, okay. Hmm? I don't know. So this is 4. 4 smaller than interval 0, 4. So this is false. So we skip here and then we come here. Oh, right, because this doesn't have equal sign. Oh no, come on. Equal sign. Equal sign. Is it going to be okay now? Please, because I don't want to. This is such a long time of this. Yes, it's worked. Nice. So okay. Yeah. So today we use Python and then solve the 56 merge interval medium level. But in my personal impression, even though it says medium, it kind of easier medium because we could have much more harder medium. Looks like a really hard. So now we solve that, and time complexity is I think n log n, and then space complexity is n O of n. So and that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. So see you next time.